Hello, and welcome to the Global Relay Podcast Surveillance Success Series, Episode 3, Joining the Social Media Conversation. Our series began by focusing on the accuracy and efficiency of your policies. In this episode, we shift our attention to the coverage of social media communications. According to a recent Pew Research Center poll, 90% of young adults and 65% of all adults in the U.S. are using social media. Rapid adoption of social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter has forced businesses to consider joining the conversation or risk being left behind. For many businesses, the answer is obvious, but implementation hasn't been as easy as it may have seemed. Often the role of the compliance and risk officer has been simply to block access. Financial services firms are in the scope of federal and state regulators and must navigate specific requirements regarding the use of social media for business activity. Regulatory bodies such as the SEC and FINRA have outlined what the appropriate use of social media by financial services firms looks like by providing alerts, notices, and interpretations of existing rules. Regardless of the social media platform being utilized, financial services firms must determine how best to address the topics of suitability, static versus interactive content, likes, recommendations, endorsements, and links to third-party content, as well as complete and accurate record-keeping and supervision. These and other hurdles can most easily be overcome through the right mix of policy, technology, and education. When evaluating whether or not social media could be used as an effective communication tool for business, here are some important questions to address. Do our corporate policies adequately address the use of social media? You will need to regularly examine your corporate policies to be sure that they adequately cover the evolving social media landscape. Which platforms are used the most by our current and prospective clients? Thinking about where to find your customers will help prioritize which platforms to utilize. Can our existing technology appliances meet our social media compliance needs? The right technology allows you to leverage a wide range of social media options without significantly impacting your employees' workflow. Can we train and educate our employees on acceptable use? Training employees is often overlooked, but it is vital to ensure all employees are aware of the business corporate policy on acceptable use. Fortunately for firms ready to take the next step, there are simple, comprehensive solutions available that make the path to embracing social media less daunting. API technologies, such as those used by Global Relay, allow third-party providers to capture information directly from the social media platform, regardless of the device or location. Opt-in can be as easy as sending an email invite to each employee that needs to have their social media account captured. The employee can then authorize the employer's technology provider to begin capturing, indexing, and archiving their content. The employer can then easily see exactly which employees have been invited and differentiate between those who are participating and those who are not. At no time should employees be required to divulge their own password credentials, and they should always be able to opt out of the service at any time. Having a unified archive enables the compliance team to design policies that can be applied specifically to social media communications or that span all electronic communication types. Once these compliance requirements have been met, using the right technology, the compliance team can then shed the traditional approach. Instead of standing in the way of technology expansion, the compliance team can be a part of it. Thank you for watching, and look for the next podcast in our Surveillance Success series coming soon.